Yeah, we tried all sorts of dating apps. Hinge, which was full of dopes. Bumble, which was mad gay. Grindr, which was nasty sausage fest. Honestly, Tinder's really been the only one that's working out for myself. But to anyone out there using Tinder, always swipe right on the girl who has cancer in her bio. I don't know if it's because it does be terminal and people tend to open their minds up when they're at the end of their life, but it's the best sex of your life, man. Plus, you'll most likely never see them again.
Are you talking about star signs?
What?
Yeah, my quest for love hasn't been easy, especially with the deformity.
Could you open up maybe about your deformity bit?
But I suppose our family weren't really millionaires growing up. We couldn't afford to spend money on frivolous things like bed covers, Oreos, or train tickets. So being as adventurous youngsters as we were, Kane and I would walk the train tracks if we wanted to go to Bray or the beach or whatever. So one day we were walking alongside the tracks and we were playing gayson, which is like chasing, but instead of just catching someone and they're on, you catch them and they're gay, and then they have to catch you and then you're gay instead. So we were playing that, and I trip and I fall on the tracks that I didn't know were electrified, and I land on the side of my head and completely burn one ear off, and then I stand up, trip again, land on the other side of my head, and I burnt the other ear. So yeah, the cartilage stuck to the tracks, and now I just kind of have these little holes for ears. They're not very visible. I can hear you, it's fine, but you know, that's about it. So yeah, that's kind of how I lost my ears. And to this day, I've been gay. In the game, I never got to catch Kane back, but in real life, I'm just looking for a woman.
Steo's had a bit of a rough time lately with the women, so I done up a little graft here, thinking he could learn from the master himself, explaining women as a concept. As you can see here, the higher the arrow goes, the higher the quantity.
I know how graphs work, Kane.
Right, well I didn't know that, did I, Professor? Right, so as you can see here, the more vibrant the hair colour, and the more piercings she has, the more crazier and dangerous she is.
Why would I even want a girl like that?
Well, listen, the thing is, the more crazier and dangerous, the better that she is in bed. And I know you're looking for something a little more long term, some bitch who will wash her jocks and make you toasties and all, but if you just want to get your little dirty Steo with, my friend, you just go up.
Okay.
Personally, I would recommend checking these girls out. Sometimes they do stalk it, but usually they just end up getting pregnant or killing themselves.
Jesus Christ. I don't really like the way Kane talks about women. I think it's very unfeministic of him.
And what type of woman would you be interested in?
Don't really have a preference, but I've always pictured myself with an ebony goddess. I guess normies would call them black girls, but I go crazy for them. I listen to Nicki Minaj. I've been following Lizzo's weight loss journey. I've even read Michelle Obama's book back to front about 5 times.
And what would you say is the biggest obstacle in this conquest for love?
Honestly, I believe in this quest for love. My biggest enemy are black males. Now, I'm not racist. My favourite type of porn is interracial. I love seeing women not have to fake orgasms, but they go a bit too crazy for the BBC. I don't care if you're coming here to work, seeking asylum, whatever, but anyone with a penis that big and genetics that superior, I'm enemies with until I find my true love. I've even started going to these protests to try keep foreign men out of the country. Let more women in, sure, it increases my chances of meeting my true love, but men, I can't have that competition.